You are listening to the Built to Grow podcast.
All right, welcome back to the Built to Grow podcast. I'm your host, Tim Lyons, in studio, Scottsdale, Arizona, with the Sultan of Success, Randy Angston. What is up, guy?
Oh, so much.
A lot going on. I don't even know where to begin on this one. A couple things to note. If you would like to book a call, pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. We got a new calendar set up.
Yeah.
Back end software we're testing out and messing with. So pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. If you are interested in working with us, hopefully we can help you coach you through some of this stuff. We're hoping this podcast reaches ears as soon as possible with this current situation that's happening right now in the world.
Yeah.
Especially some with this coronavirus outbreak that we're dealing with. That's what this is, a special episode to kind of help people, guide people, let you know what we're hearing, what's working, what you guys can do, because this is a very, very scary time for a lot of gyms right now, a lot of businesses in general.
Yeah.
As of today, we are, by the Arizona governor, we've been shut down.
Yep.
For 14 days at minimum. So at 5 p.m. today, the gym is closing, and this is not uncommon for many gyms listening. I do have a poll up in our Marketing Talk group. The poll on Monday was about 75-25 open, still open. As of today, it's 60-40 closed.
Yeah, as of yesterday, I think there was only 7 states that hadn't done mandates, yeah.
So this is a nationwide problem and a nationwide
global.
Well,
I mean,
well, yeah.
We're obviously affected here, and most of our clientele is here.
Yes.
But I mean, we've got clients in Australia and Canada and the UK that are dealing with these in different ways than we are.
Yep. So we're here to talk you guys through it. This is, like I said, it's a scary time for a lot of gyms, and we gotta do everything we can. And I think I will tell you right off the jump, anything and everything's on the table at this point.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't have said this 2 weeks ago. I am saying it today. I think you have to do what you have to do to maintain your business. This is no joke right now. We're feeling it here. Our clients are feeling it. Our Iron Circle is feeling it. We do have a call with our Iron Circle tomorrow, a regroup call. But there's some great things that are going to come out of this. And so let's just talk through this, man. So,
Sure.
State of the industry right now is you're closed.
Mayhem, yeah. Closed doesn't even say a lot. I mean, closed is just one aspect. What does closed mean? What does it mean? What are your clients? What's communication with your clients? What are your clients communicating back to you? Did you freeze memberships? Did you not freeze memberships? Did you cancel membership? This is the
deal.
Yep. I
will predict many gyms, and I will even go as high as 25% of gyms aren't going to make it out of this.
It sucks, but
It's very hard, but I mean, what can you do if you're not making money and you still have expenses? I mean, there's going to be some government assistance coming out. We all know how long that takes. Can you sustain your business through this? And the ones that do, the ones that adapt, and we're going to help you adapt on this show. I'm going to tell you what we're doing, what some of our clients are doing that is working really well. There is hope. The ones that do adapt, I think you're going to come out really friggin' strong on the backside of this thing. So always stay positive. That's what we're doing. We're doing all the necessary things that we have to do to keep our expenses as low as possible. So let's talk about number one. Here's the first thing I'm seeing. It's a split down the middle. Some gyms are closing and freezing memberships. Like globally, they're not even asking. We're closing. This is coming from a lot of the bigger box gyms, where they're just renting the equipment. They can't rent the equipment anymore. I mean, let me define that. When I say by renting the equipment, I'm just saying they're coming into the gym and doing their own thing on your equipment. Those gyms are, most of them I've seen, they're freezing memberships. Mm-hmm. So they've taken it to zero, no revenue. Other gyms, myself included, we're fighting to keep our clients. We're fighting to keep the revenue on. We're trying not to have cancellations, and we're trying not to have freezes during this downtime, but we provide a service.
Sure.
And so how can you provide the service even though they're not coming into the gym? So the vast majority of the gyms that we're working with are going online.
Yep.
Okay. What does going online mean? There's a lot of different ways to go online. I'll tell you straight up what we're doing here. Okay. And I think it's going to work well because we don't start this until Monday.
Yeah.
Okay. We're closed today. I just did a Facebook Live to my member community and, just laid out the plan. We've had this plan in place with a contingency. If this was going to happen, we knew what we were going to do. We were already ready. Number one thing we're doing, we took it to Trainerize, and we got the Trainerize app, and we built programs all week. And one by one, as clients were coming to us, even before the mandatory close, they said, I want to freeze. I don't feel comfortable going out in public. No problem. We're not begging them, but we're explaining to them what would happen if they don't work out.
Sure.
And we're getting them into the Trainerize app.
Yeah.
Now, the Trainerize app, so you guys know, it's custom programming. They have their own login. The coaches can be divvied up into the different clients. You can make custom programs. There's a library right there for you, drag and drop features. We were looking at it earlier today with the team. Very easy to use.
Yep.
It's not the best experience for the user. And what I mean by that is it's not necessarily super un-user-friendly, but if you don't understand tech, and there's some logins, and you got to download an app, there's several steps. To the younger crowd, it's no problem. To the older demo, it's a challenge. But it's very dry. Here's your workouts, and I'm going to coach you, and I'm going to check in on you, but I'm not coaching. We're not doing the workout together, and that's what they're used to.
Correct.
They're used to coming into the gym, having a coach by them, and coaching them through and holding them accountable and doing live. And with the Trainerize, you don't get that. So while we feel like it's a good solution, we're not leaning on it. We're not leaning on it. Our secondary to this, we're doing live Zoom workouts. I do think this is going to take off. So right now we're doing 3 a day. We're starting slow. And we created a global URL. I won't tell you what it is because then you're going to log in. But what we did today, and I think it's very easy to do, we set it up in a matter of a couple of hours this morning. We got a domain. Okay, we got a domain, workoutwithpulse.com, workoutwith, fusionfitness.com, or whatever that URL. You just go to GoDaddy, you go buy that URL. You go to Zoom. You have a Zoom account. We have, what's it called? Zoom custom personal ID?
Your personal meeting ID. So everybody, when you have it's with, as long as you don't have the free version. So it's the Pro. Yeah, the Pro and up has a personal meeting ID that assigns you a hard-coded URL. What we've done, or what I set up this morning, was forwarding that domain address to the Zoom link so that when a client logs into that URL, they're automatically being forwarded to that room. In Zoom.
So no zoom.us/75933.
Yeah, exactly.
None of that.
Nice
they
and
go
clean.
to the same global URL every single time. They can log in at the times of those classes, and boom, they're in the room.
Yep.
They're in the room with a coach. Anything you can do, like that little detail, is going to save people. Anything you can do to communicate this is going to save people. I think you do whatever you have to do to save every penny you can. As far as revenue coming in, don't let clients just walk in and freeze without at least a discussion.
I was going to say, I think communication is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Because, everybody's in the same boat. It doesn't matter what industry you're coming from. If your paycheck stopped, if your paycheck hasn't stopped, if you're we're all trying to figure out what's going to happen, what we're going through. But the biggest unknown is it's all unknown right now.
Right.
And so when you can communicate with your clients and express the fact like, hey, we're in this together. As much as you don't want to stop working out, I don't want you to stop working out. We are here to serve you by the best means possible.
Right.
We're learning this as you are. And so vocalizing that, expressing that in your community groups and things like that, making sure that people know that if you have a solution, this is what it is. If you're working on a solution, you're in the midst of it. If you're not going to provide a solution, be honest and let them know, hey, guys, we're not going to take your money right now, but in lieu of that, we also aren't providing you with a workout program. So it's our recommendation to go find one. But we are in a position to continue to serve and to continue to coach. And our clients are going to look to us for that coaching. We need to have something, in my opinion, we need to have something there for them.
Yeah. If you don't, you still have time. You're not, not all is lost. Hopefully you've done something like this already, because this has been kind of happening over the last 2 weeks. And by the time you hear this, it may even be 3 weeks. This has been going on. We'll probably push this one out as soon as we can. Just get it out there. If we can do it today,
Sure.
we can. So we want to get this podcast out. So you got to fight for your business. This is a battle. This isn't a battle between the competition down the street. It's a battle internally. And no, you're probably not going to get any new clients right now. It's just not. The marketing's off. You have to protect your tribe. And the thing that I would recommend everybody does is be transparent to your member community. Just tell them what you're doing, and tell them that it sucks. Tell them it hurts. Tell them and be honest with them that, you know what, if this continues, we may not be around. And I heard mixed signals out in the chatter out there. Like, do you tell people that? Because then if they hear you're going to close down, do they even want to stick around? They may not have a gym they get back. I think you just tell them. You just tell them the truth. I don't think there's anything to hide. Again, everything's on the table.
And that's exactly it. I mean, there is no right answer right now. You know what I mean? All we can do is prepare for what we see in front of us. Yeah. And I think some of that transparency and genuineness is what your clients they want to see. At the end of the day, clients see their money leaving their account. They don't necessarily understand the impact of what those dollars do in a good month to the business, let alone a month like this.
Right.
So when you can open up that level of communication with the client and say, hey, I will do whatever I can to continue to serve you, but understand the reason that I'm doing this is so that my trainers can go home and pay their bills. Yeah. And that, the people that I'm employing have something that they can stand upon so that their check doesn't go away too.
Yeah.
And I mean, at the end of the day, again, we're all in this together. Your clients, everyone listening, your clients probably don't want to watch you close your doors. They don't want to watch your trainers struggle to put food on their plate either. Yeah. And in a time like this, the service industry is feeling it immensely. We can't all just sit around and hope that the government steps in and cuts these people a check or something like that.
Can't hope.
And so I posted in the group last week. Gym owners, you're at a position right now where it's either react or be intentional. And I think that being intentional and having taking action, putting something in place, even if it takes the next couple days,
right.
Work on an online program, get something out there, and communicate with your team.
And it's crazy. For as much as I've worked myself out of the gym, being in here on a day-to-day, I've been in this gym working with Zach and the team more than I have in a year. Like, it's just what's going down. And so, like what I said earlier, anything's on the table. Let me tell you some of the things that you can do that are on the table. Nothing's off the table. Number one, you got a client that wants to cancel. You try to push them into the Trainerize app or an online training. They don't want to do that. Okay, well, we have the live training option. I don't want to do that. Do you have equipment at home? No, I don't. Here's some equipment. Mm-hmm. I need a coach. I'll go to your house and go train you for an hour next week, as long as we can keep you on board and keep you moving. Now, I know a lot of people will be like, I ain't going to do that. Anything's on the table, guys. It's a battle.
Well, nobody wants to do it right now. This is a must.
Right. Pick your ego up and just do the work, because the gyms that do the work right now, they're the ones going to be around in 3 months, and the other ones aren't. And it's just, what are you doing this for if it's not to be in business? So we've decided if we have a client that just, they just want, we'll go train them at their house. We're not even going to sweat it. We're just going to go do it. We'll go over there, knock it out for an hour, and just move on. We'll bring equipment with us. It is what it is. I don't know what else to say. So we're renting equipment. We're doing the live. We're doing the Trainerize. We'll train you at the damn house. We're going to have our Facebook group. We're going to be posting content like crazy, like we've never done before. Cooking videos. We're going to do a stretching class, a foam rolling class, a movement class. We're going to be doing body weight stuff with equipment. We're going to do, it's just anything, again, anything's on the table. You just have to protect your clients.
Absolutely. This is the time to really look at, everything internally, We're going to get through this in the next couple weeks. We're going to see how this stuff plays out, and then we're going to be able to pivot the conversation about what's next. And we will have more to say about that. I've got
some great solutions. I'm already thinking of marketing plays and stuff like this. Oh, I mentioned this in the Iron Circle last night. I think as much. Oh yeah. If you go back to episode 50, the rise and fall of the 6-week challenge, I think the 6-week challenge is going to come back. I think it's going to be like, everybody's for themselves at this point on the backside of this.
I think coming out of it, I don't know if it's necessarily that, but I think that fitness as a whole is going to be almost the limelight. And that's something that, I want to talk about as we get closer to that problem, or that next step, is the fact that the one thing that every one of these specialists, every one of these doctors, every single person has talked about as far as how do you keep yourself from, succumbing to something like the coronavirus, it's making sure that you're healthy enough to not have to deal with the worst of it.
The physical fitness.
The physical fitness has been exactly.
In every doctor's report, yes.
And understand, this is not the time to throw that down people's throats.
No.
Right now, we all need to be on the other end of the spectrum. You know what I mean? We need to be here comforting, allowing our clients to, figure out this. The masses, the people, what is it? 87% of the nation's never even seen the inside of a gym?
It's 84.
84?
Yeah, they don't belong to a
So
gym.
there's still a lot of people that isn't necessarily, the part of the problem yet that we're experiencing.
They're realizing
but
it.
they're exactly.
So the awareness triangle, those ones were on the bottom. Guess what? They're moving on up into buyers. Once they're more aware of what fitness can do for them, you're gonna have tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of people that are more aware of how important fitness is.
And health in general.
So finally, as bad as this is, on the backside, you think fitness is going to be in the limelight. I couldn't agree more. I hear it over and over and over, and these doctors, these specialists getting interviewed. Yes, the more fit you are, the more resistant to this crap you are, and that's huge for us as this industry. So
yeah, it's a little bit of kind of light at the end of the tunnel, if you may. But over the next few weeks, this is going to be interesting.
So. One of the things that I had to do, and I'm a very logical person, is I had to step back when this was first starting, even 2 weeks ago. I listened to so many things going on, and I was, basically I had to say, it doesn't matter what I think. It doesn't matter what I think. Do I think coronavirus is bad? I personally don't.
Same.
I like if I catch it, knock on wood, I think I'm fine. I think it's a cold. You hear about people having the coronavirus without any symptoms at all. They're in quarantine. But like, yo, I'm cool. Like this, I feel like normal.
Sure.
There's some people that die.
Yeah.
Right. It can go any way. But I'm logical, and I'm not fearful. But what I think doesn't matter. It's what your clients think, and what does the market and the general population think. It's very emotion driven, and I had to just say that. I had to swallow it and be like, you know what? It doesn't matter what I think.
Yeah.
It's what they whatever they feel is real to them. And we had to cater to that. And so we, look, I understand this is a tough time. We had to just come out and tell people. Like, I couldn't tell them what I thought, because then I would be the jerk.
Sure.
I'd be a jerk. What do you mean? You should close your gym last week, So as soon as I decided that was the way I approached it, things got really clear for me. And so, then we catered to our clients' emotions. We catered to their needs and what they want. Out of nowhere, the support that we've gotten, we've had our diehards. We talked about our lifestyle clients in a past episode. Those ones are never leaving. We've had those people, as well as the results people, coming up and just being like, give me hugs and like, hey, you're going to make it. We're going to be here for you. It's like, man, that makes you feel good. Because all the work we've done to create this community is fine. It's paying off.
It feels like a community.
Yeah.
You feel like you got a team of people that are,
great.
yes.
Yeah, and they're, we're not going anywhere, Tim. Don't worry about us. Don't freeze us. We're good. Just, we'll be back. Don't worry about it. Everything's going to be fine. So a lot of great hope. I think the silver lining is if you can protect your business, again, I will say it again, nothing's out of bounds. Like, do whatever it takes right now. You come out of the backside of this. Do I think it'll be like a New Year's resolution style rush? No, I think it'll be a gradual uptick. And by the end of the year, if this thing's all said and done, you're going to be in a better position than you were in January of this year. I just think.
In
that's what I predict.
To me, it just seems like this year, the resolution, the entire industry hasn't seen the resurgence that we typically do.
I didn't see it.
Across the board.
Yeah.
I mean, like the gyms that I, that I'm in all the time, like there was never that big rush of New Year's resolutioners. So, maybe this will be that kick of business that we all really need to get back to the level that we want for 2020. But it's obviously it's a big negative while we're here. But like you said, we just can focus on the positives, find the the things that we can be grateful for. I mean, there's a million things like Tim's talking about the client facing stuff. If your gym's closed and you have nothing else to do, and you've figured out the initial problem, then turn and look at other areas of the business that you can work on too. While down, constantly gym owners are telling us that they don't have time. They don't have the time, the energy, don't know what to do. Where can I get this stuff done? If this is you right now and you don't have 1 million clients to serve this week, look at the processes. Figure out how the heck you got in a position to be where you are today. Maybe you need an online offering to prevent something like this from happening next time. There's a million things that you can look at in your own business while you're not serving a client that you can be perfecting and tuning up and working on right now. Don't look at this like a vacation. You know what I mean? This is the opportunity to double down. And back to what you were saying about the gyms that don't, at the end of this, there's going to be a very definitive line of those that are going forward faster and harder, and then those that unfortunately just get left behind, if lucky at all. Yeah.
It's tough. Now, another big thing, every gym, not every gym, most of the gyms that we work with are going online, and they're learning the process, and they're forced into it. And a lot of them are like, wow, this is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you're going to see a lot of more online programs. If you're already there, you're just making it better. But the gyms that, like, we were always resistant to online.
Sure.
Like, our clients want to come into the gym, but that's how we do it, blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of benefits to doing online. Like, if a client moves and they still want to be connected to you, guess what? They get the online program.
Sure.
If you want to scale your business and go like nationwide or global, you can do that from online versions. I also personally think, like, and I'll throw this out there, that I think we're only buying time with the clients that are so used to coming in and they hired a coach for that in-person environment. You're only buying time before it's just they're going to fizzle out too. So let's hope this thing ends as soon as possible. But I don't think just by having the online thing, you're saved.
Oh, I agree.
I think we have to continue to work those clients every single day, every single week, to make sure we're in front of them. We need to build that connection with the coaches, a connection with you as the owner. And yes, if this only lasts 30 days or only 8 weeks, then we're good. But if this thing goes 3, 4, 5 months, you're going to get even more cancels. Just because again, the online was always there for them. The YouTube videos were always there for them. They came in and signed up with you because of the coaching and the interaction that they're getting. The best way you can virtualize that and have these Zooms and these online like coaching where I'm seeing you in your house and correcting your form and I call your name out. Those are the things we're doing. We're going to be doing, and we're going to keep the energy up. That's why things like Peloton are so great, right? This virtual training.
Yeah, they're crushing it right now, aren't they?
I would assume.
I heard their stock just exploded.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. So, yeah. So,
but I would drive that point home, though, because we've talked about the online option before, and we've talked about how there is a definitive difference between the type of client that wants to train online as a regular basis for training versus the client who wants to be in studio with a trainer. Pushing somebody to an online platform that wants to be in your studio is not the right thing to do. Right. That person does not want that. But to have that poll and that offering as something, when somebody's traveling or it's just another additional service, a level of service for the client who doesn't want to come into your gym and train but does want to do it from home or on the road, have that offering. It is a pole in the water or a level of service, but it doesn't – I don't think that they should be – you know what I mean? I wouldn't put – yeah, exactly. Like, don't assume that client wants either or.
Yeah.
Understand the personality of the individual that's receiving that specific level of service is looking for that level of service.
Perfect, yeah. Great point. So you've got this new offer perfected. I'll give you a great example of Evan in Pennsylvania. He actually got picked up by the news. They did a special. He's doing a 14-day free quarantine program, and basically he's just letting people do the workouts for free using his Zoom link, and he ties it into his mind body, and it's very cool. But he got picked up, and he's gotten 50 new people. Granted, they're free right now, but his hope is that, hey, they get this relationship with him and his staff and his team while they're at home because their gyms are closed. Then they come in to see him once the time's right.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great play. Great job, Evan. Evan's one of our Iron Circle members, and he's, a big thinker, and we love having him in that group. But I think Evan has nailed it by getting picked up by the news He's gotten 50 new people in there as of like 2 days. And and he's training them online. Again, it's free. Of course they're going to do it. Let's just hope that this plays out for him. He's got the leads. Now he's got the relationship, and he's going to hopefully, once they're open, guess who's, the first people are going to go after.
Yeah, he's created those relationships. And, it might be a little, is it insensitive to say, somebody's prospering or gaining or growing in a time like this?
He's helping.
Well, and that's exactly what I wanted to get back to. Evan didn't go out to undercut anybody. He didn't do anything towards his competition. All he did is provide his service to the marketplace in a way that allowed anybody to participate. If other gym owners who had those clientele didn't, good on Evan. That's just the nature of business. Yeah. Evan didn't go out intentionally trying to poach clients. He hasn't done anything that's negative or demeaning or nothing. It's not mudslide, nothing. It's clean. It's presenting an offer. It's literally a free solution for anybody.
Yeah.
And the relationship that's being built right now is going to be the tell later on, where does that client end up?
Yeah.
And this is an opportunity for anybody.
And it's out again. I go back to it. Anything's on the table. That includes the quarantine program. It includes anything. Training clients at the house, renting your equipment out, doing the live, doing the trainerize, doing the online coaching.
Guys, Tim literally told somebody on this live that we're going to load treadmills in their trucks if they want them.
Yeah.
Like, we'll loan out a treadmill. You think he's joking?
No. Let's just do it. Like, whatever it takes. And we're protecting the business. Yes, we've taken a massive hit. We got our legs cut, out from under us, but we're saving the ones that we can. One of the biggest hits for us is we have this big kind of snowbird community here.
Yeah.
And when this news was breaking out and they're closing borders and everything else, we lost a bunch of people that we were gonna lose them in the summer anyway. They just left.
They're already now. Yeah.
They left now. They flew back to Canada. They flew back to their home states because they didn't know. It was so uncertain. There's nothing I could have done.
Well, Canada is a volunteer. Like, they shut down all travel now. If it's not a need,
yep.
Yeah, you're not getting to and
so
from.
They saw that coming, and they're like, we got to go.
Yep.
And so they bailed, and it is what it is. So we took a massive hit, but we're going to be great. We've got our great clients here that we're going to keep on board, and again, whatever it takes at this point, you got to protect your business, and then it's when this thing's over, because it will end. This isn't a forever thing. This will end. When this is over, you have a massive opportunity to scoop up marketplace share, because gyms are closing, and it's those that are doing the work now to stay in business. You're gonna win. You're gonna win. I know you're gonna win. We're gonna win. You guys are gonna win. Do whatever it takes right now. This is no joke. As much as I see the logic of not being that worried, what's real is closed gyms. Gyms are closed. That's real.
So if the virus doesn't scare you personally, understand the economic impact that goes along with it, and that's the big repercussion of what we're all feeling. Those of us that haven't come close to the virus, but the economic impact is huge. Yep. I mean, we're talking about families that are going to be decimated. Yep. No incomes for months, and so that's something to be conscious of and be prepared. So pay attention to what's going on in your area. When the conversation starts to turn about opening back up, make sure you're ahead of that stuff. Make sure you're preparing for what is the next conversation that needs to be had with your clients, with your marketplace, with cold traffic. Because like Tim said, how many of these gyms aren't going to be able to put that sign back on the window that they're open?
I know. It's sad, but it's the reality. And you can do one or two things. You can sit and let it happen, or you can take action. And if you're listening to this podcast, it's because you are the person that takes action. You're not here to just see and wait to see what happens. The government will bail us out. Can't count on anything. Do whatever it takes, guys. That's our motivational kick in the ass. If you're not doing anything now, you got time. Do it now. Get it done.
Reach out to us too.
And reach out to us. Be happy to walk you through it. I personally, and I told you this early in the week, I'm seeing all these gurus come out. I'm talking about coronavirus plans and all this stuff. I purposely didn't want to come out as being like the thought leader on this, because there is no right answer.
Correct.
And I didn't want to come out and say, we got this coronavirus plan, because the guys that are doing that, they don't freaking know either. And they're just selling you a pipe dream, because they don't know. And the unfortunate thing is everybody is searching for information right now, and they're collecting you as the lead, using this as the thing, but they don't know, guys. Nobody knows. And anybody that says that I got the plan, they don't freaking know either. Nobody knows. This has never happened before. There's no consultant out there that's gone through this. There's nothing. This isn't even close to what the 2008 economic crisis was, which we were in business right at the end of that. This isn't like that either. This is totally different. So don't buy into the crap, but do know that you have to do whatever it takes. And I'm certain that the gym owners listening to this, you guys are creative people. You're going to figure it out. But we are doing some stuff that we are seeing some good things come out of. And I just shared them with you for free. I just gave them to you. I didn't need your lead information. I'm giving these things to you. I think these are going to be the things that work. Again, I think they are, because nobody knows. Nobody knows the answer, okay? But what we do predict is that once this ends, I will predict the gyms are going to be closed for good, and I will predict there's going to be a resurgence of fitness in the limelight, like you said, Randy. That's like it's top of mind awareness now, and that awareness triangle that we talk about in a lot of our presentations, the people are scaling up right now, and the higher they go up in that triangle, they're closer to becoming buyers of your product. Now's the opportunity. So out of every situation, there's always an opportunity. The online play is an opportunity. Protecting your tribe is an opportunity. Getting better connections is your opportunity. And while you're down, work on your business.
Yeah, absolutely.
Work on your systems. Work on your automation. If you need help with any of that stuff, we've got you guys. We're here for you. pfmarketingsolutions.com/call. Guys, until next episode, hey, keep struggling. Keep struggling. keep
oh,
fighting.
God.
Keep fighting to stay alive. And like I said, do whatever it takes. This is a fight. You can't just wait.
Yeah, don't lay down. Don't lay down and just expect something to come along and save your ass, because it won't be here.
Damn straight. Yeah. And I know you're struggling. That's why I was top of my mind. I know everybody's struggling. The people that are saying, I haven't lost anybody, they're lying. They're lying. Yeah. There's not one person that I've talked to that hasn't lost somebody or is not feeling it somewhere. So that's the real deal. That's real talk. Hashtag real talk.
Yeah.
Hashtag real talk. All right, guys, we're here for you. Let us know if you need anything. Reach out. Until next episode, guys, keep crushing. See ya. Bye.